Hello, everyone out there. It is Wednesday night. That can only mean one thing. It is time for another game hump. Welcome back. The game huggers are here again, and it is time for your midweek addiction to return to the airwaves. And I thank you so much for bringing your ears here this week to check out another one of our wonderful and experimental episodes. That's right, we're doing another game romp. And what is a game romp? Well, it's where I run a mini game session with some of the coolest gamers that I've ever met in my entire life. That's right, I've asked Tony, Matt, and Meng to come back again. Hello, Tony.
Howdy.
Thanks for coming back again. Hello, Meng.
Hello.
Thank you for coming back on the show again. It's been a while. How are you doing?
I've been doing good.
Good. And Matt is back as well.
You're still paying me for this, right?
Of course not. Oh my goodness, no.
I'm kidding.
Oh,
he's not.
He's not.
But seriously.
So, since last week, our adventure had started, and Matt and Tony have a few things to talk about. They started off and they met a character, a shadowy figure, who has a job for them and a very, very good payday for them as long as they can successfully get something for this guy. And you guys basically booked into a car, and he started driving away into his hideout of sorts. So since last week, though, Matt and Tony, you guys have got character sheets now, and you also have named your characters. Is that correct?
Yes.
So, Matt, why don't you tell us a little bit about your character, and starting with his name?
His name is Avery Malik. He is a techie into a lot of cyber technology and hacking.
Cool.
Yeah, and he also kills people.
Ooh, he's a murderer. That son of a gun.
He hasn't been convicted yet.
This is also a little bit of a screenshot on the screen here of what Avery Malik looks like. Okay. How about you, Tony?
So for my character, I named him Ajax Amdal. So he's a med techie, also worked as a police officer at one point, getting out of the force just after way too much corruption, just being done with it. So at this point, Ajax just kind of taking odd jobs as a private investigator or whoever will throw him a paycheck worth going after, and just going from place to place doing his thing.
Awesome. Meng, did you create a character? Now Meng is brand new to this, and he has just literally seen his character for the first time very, very recently. Meng, do you have a character name yet for your guy?
So far, no, not yet.
Okay.
I'll think of it soon.
Okay, that's fine. You know what? When they meet you, they can maybe get a name then, because that's all on the line here. But Meng's character will be introduced shortly. But what I wanted to do is jump right into the storyline from where we left off last time. And that is our two main characters so far, Ajax and Avery, are in a vehicle driving to a hideout. And you guys are on the streets going through the big town. You see lots of interesting characters, lots of interesting concepts, very artistic, very beautiful, big city. You guys are in a vehicle not too unfamiliar to you, or not too dissimilar to what is in the picture here behind this dude here. You guys can see what I'm showing you guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure I'm not the only one staring at it. I'm pretty sure this is what we're presenting too, so it'll be kind of cool looking. And it's just a very sleek looking vehicle. It's got he's got his own driver. Dave is also in the back with you guys, and he's kind of giving you slight instructions on what to expect when you see his amazing, humongously huge facility. And he owns portions of this. So you guys are driving towards it, and it is this gigantic, towering village. I mean, on top of a city. And you're just going into one of these leg areas here. Car pulls in through the dark back alleyway, goes right into this garage door, opens up. Car goes right in. There's lots of gangsters and kind of shady-looking individuals as you're driving through. Garage door closes behind you. You get inside, and it's all very clean. It's a very nice warehouse slash garage slash hideout in a certain way. He's got all kinds of things. Car comes to a stop. Doors slide open because they slide like elevator doors, kind of. Dave gets out, and his driver walks off. You see Dave whisper something in the driver's ear, and the driver walks off, and Dave says, "Hey, I want to introduce you guys to somebody." And he walks over to a few different computer display type setups that are showing right now. On the side, near a wall, there's like some cars around it, and there's a couple people playing, not playing, but working on these computer displays. And one of them stands up, and Dave walks over to him, and he says a few things under his breath a little bit. Just you can't really hear it, but it sounds like he's saying something about, "These are the guys I was telling you about, and here you could talk to them," or whatever. And the man steps forward, and he meets up with you guys. And the man, that'll be you, Meng. Meng, you step forward to these two guys that you see in front of you, and they look fairly anxious and a little nervous, but they're brand new to the place. They've never been here before. It's kind of a shock to everyone that sees it for the first time. So feel free to introduce yourself.
Okay, alright guys. My name is Psycho.
Psy?
Yes, last name is Ko.
That's awesome. I like it. That's very cool.
Yeah, don't worry about that. The name is kind of funky. Parents were nuts, so that's what they called me.
This is kind of what Meng's character would look like. He's got a hood over his head. He's got a little bit of a visor on top. You can't really see his face too well, but he looks a little disheveled. Looks like he hasn't taken a shower in a couple days, but he's very wrapped up in his hardware and his techie stuff. So Matt and Tony, your characters can feel free to speak as well.
All right, so what are we doing here? We mentioned a job, and I haven't heard a darn thing about it yet.
And Dave comes back. Dave kind of walks back over to you guys, and he's like, you guys want to get right down to business right away?
That's how we get the paycheck, isn't it?
Interesting.
And I don't do house calls.
Okay. So, Meng, you are very interested in this. You have been doing a few simple hack jobs that were well below your character's skill level. So he is asking the three of you to get to know each other a little bit and then get ready for tonight's job. He offers you guys food rations, which is just basically, a plate of food and some like snack health bars that are, in this day and age, like you can eat one of those and be like pretty much full for a good 24 hours, just one little bar. And he's also got some like almost space type ice cream little things that you wrap it, you open it up and you can eat it, and it's like very cold, like cold ice cream. It's very refreshing, type of things like that. But he offers you guys to just sit and relax for a little bit, and he'll be back in about an hour to talk to you about the job. So it is up to you on how fast you want this hour to go by. If you want to talk a little bit about what Meng's character might know, or if you want to, I'm basically instructing you on what to do, but I want to let you guys decide. You got an hour to converse.
So Sai, what's your story here?
Well, my story here is that I'm working for Dave here. I've been working for a little bit here and there. For right now, I've been working on this little bit of code, doing little bits of hacking here and there. But so far, I heard that there's this huge work that's going to be done. and that's as far as I know.
So do you call in everybody or just a handful?
Well, he told me I was going to meet some guys, but seems that you guys might be the ones I'm looking for.
So you don't know what we're doing?
Oh yes, about that. We are going to be hacking into this little company called Ricochet,
Ricochet.
and yep, and getting some information from them.
So an
So you
info
guys think you're
hacking
up for the
job.
task?
Inside, outside, how are we handling this thing?
Well, we're going to be doing it from the outside, I perceive.
And then Dave comes back after about 45 minutes, almost an hour. He says, "Hey guys," well, he's not. That's not how he talks. It's more under. It's like, "Hey guys, have you guys started talking about some of the ideas that you wanna? You guys got getting to know each other a little bit?"
A little bit.
I got I got to know AJ. Just don't know not enough about Avery here. He hasn't said a word since we started talking.
Avery seems like the quiet kind of guy. He doesn't just likes to get right to the point. But I couldn't help overhear you guys talking a little bit ago about you're gonna have to whereabouts you're gonna be able to hack into the system. And unfortunately, with the physical firewall of Ricochet Financial, we have to get you guys to break into the building. So here's what we have to do. And he kind of stands up and he asks you guys to kind of stand up with him and walk. He goes walking down a wall area that's sort of a corridor into another area, but it's more private, a lot less people walking around, and a little bit more, little bit easier to hear him and easier to hear you guys answer. But basically, the job consists of stealing plans out of the Ricochet Financial building. And he believes that this company is known for masking much of its own dirty money as charitable donations and loans to the poor. They don't help anyone. They're building an empire off the backs of others. Dave feels that the plans will be very beneficial to their cause and will bring down this company, as they can go to the feds or they can go to other companies that are willing to rip apart this company. So he talks about how it needs to be done. He gives you each like a little bit of a rundown of how the building is, when the security is at the weakest, when most of their senior management are not in the building anymore, and he has this perfect plan for this very night well, I should say tomorrow morning at 3 a.m., but pretty much tonight, 3 a.m. It's about 8 hours from now, from current time, that he thinks is the perfect time to attack this place because security is very, very down, and one of the security guards that they have in the building right now is working for Dave. So he thinks he's going to be able to get you guys in, get the information, and get out, no problem. And then he goes on and talks about how it's a foolproof plan, and he just needs 3 guys that are smart and able to do this. And he goes into a little bit more depth, and you guys ask a couple questions. He gives them a little bit more information, and he says that Dave's sister was very ill and really needed help. She was referred to the Ricochet Financial in order to get money for the medication she needed. She did receive the loan, and she bought 1 month's worth of medicine that would help her. The money that she got was good for about 2 months. When she received the loan, the company told her she would have 6 months to start making payments. So she would actually be able to go for 6 entire months without having to make any payments, and she was good for 2 months. Now, the medicine she needed was very expensive. It was about 25,000 credits a month that she needed, and the loan was for 50,000. After 2 weeks, she got an e-letter that stated that she had 30 days to pay in full or face garnishments and penalties for late payments. The company basically completely bankrupted her. She started getting notices in the mail. They had people coming to her door asking for the money back. They had people breaking her car, breaking into her apartment looking for money. They hacked into her checking account and pulled money out. Like, this company ripped her to pieces, and she wound up dying because she couldn't afford afford the medicine to begin with, and also the medication was for her heart condition, and because of all the stress, she wound up dying. And Dave is absolutely focused on crushing this company. He talks to you guys a little bit more about some of the ins and outs of this company. He knows a couple guys, and the guard that he knows that's in the inside that works for Dave, his name is Blake, so kind of jot that name down. He should be able to get you guys through the system without any problems, but if anything comes up, you know, that's the one you'll be looking for, is a guy named Blake. He'll also know that you guys are coming. And he goes into his armory, and he gives you guys each some gauntlets. These gauntlets are basically a very high-tech, very trendy name for weapons in the year 2020. People love these things because they basically can sync up with weapons faster. They also have some really unique tools inside of it. It can keep track of your health. It can also inject you with certain things if you're sick or if you're hurt. If you need blood, it has ways of like slowing down your heart in case you're very nervous or you're stressed or anything like that. It's basically a way that gives you certain advantages over normal people. It's not quite a cyber leg or a cyber arm or anything like that, but it gives you advantages. And basically, in gamer terms, this gives you a +2 to all your rolls. And he says that if you guys are willing to do this, these are yours. What do you think?
Sounds good. I could have used this on a few jobs.
I'm in.
So am I.
Okay. So he gives you a map. The place is about a half an hour drive from this building. He gives you guys a layout for the building. When we get to the building, I'll be able to describe it better for you, obviously, but it's pretty much just a big square building. There's 13 doors. You guys will meet at door 13. Blake said he's going to prop it open basically for you guys, but it's going to have to be perfectly timed at 3 a.m. He's going to prop it open at 3. It's going to close at 3:01, so you guys have to be there. He's going to make sure all security cameras on that door are facing a different direction, just perfectly for that exact moment. And then once you're inside, there will be instructions on where to go from there, and it should be in and out, and you're done. Yeah, he thinks it'll be 20 minutes tops. So you have 8 hours to kind of relax, to re-energize. You guys have food rations. Depending on how you want to do this, if you want to sleep between now and then, it's about 7.5. Well, let's say 7 hours until 3. So you probably could get 5 to 6 hours of sleep now. You could rest. You can get whatever. He has his men go through your guns, your weapons that you brought with you. Meng, you mostly carry a taser, but your taser can also be set to lethal. And Matt and Tony, Ajax and Avery, you guys have the weapons that you had from earlier, from last week. And they kind of clean them up for you. They make sure you have full ammunition, full charges on everything as well. So your guys are set for everything if you guys are good to go.
We should make sure our watches are synced so we don't miss our window.
The gauntlets have watches on them.
Yeah, I should make sure they're synced so we don't miss our window.
Okay. It looks like they are.
Or this operation goes down the drain.
Wow. Because it's synced, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have any questions for Dave or anything before you guys rest, or anything at all you want to talk about?
Got any info on Blake so that we know who we're working with?
Blake he's a character, that's for sure. He's by the book, but he also knows that this company is scum. So he's willing to help take them down, even at the cost of ruining his career. He's a punker. He used to be a former rocker. He used to play in a band. Maybe you're familiar with them. He was a bassist for Skid Row back in the 80s. Maybe you've heard of him. Anyway, he's a good guy. And if he says he'll be there at the door at 3 o'clock, he'll be at the door at 3 o'clock, and then you can ask him all the questions you want.
Ain't worried about questions, just want to make sure we have our guy.
Yep. Yeah, I totally understand. I can't exactly tell you too much about him for his own safety reasons, but you guys will see him. He'll be the only one by the door at that point in time, at least as long as everything goes to plan.
Okay.
I think I'll catch a few Z's before the operation.
Okay, so he shows you to a room that has a couple beds in it. They're mostly just bunks. They're not exactly the most comfortable in the world, but it looks like people have definitely gotten some use out of these beds, sleeping-wise, or perhaps otherwise. But, yeah, so there's like 6 beds in here, 3 bunk beds in a room. It shows you guys. He kind of pulls Meng off to the side, and he says, "Cy, you got a lot of practice in on cracking those codes?"
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. You know, we talked about earlier, and he doesn't really care too much that Ajax and Avery can kind of overhear this, but you guys can overhear this. He says, "Yeah, just like we spoke about before, Cy, it sounds like their firewall is going to be about 4 stories up. So the main section that it's focused on is a good 4-story climb, where you're going to need to jack in directly with your laptop and with your connections right into that mainframe and hack in. And if you're experienced with it, if you've practiced a few times, should be a piece of cake for you. But are you feeling comfortable about climbing up that high?"
Not sure about trying.
Well, you're a light guy. You're only like 110 pounds.
So it should be easy to manage then.
All right. Remember, you got these 2 Hulks with you too, so if maybe they'll carry you up there. All right, you guys. We'll have somebody come back and check on you in about 5 hours.
Sounds good.
All right, so cue the sleeping music. You hear a knock on the door.
Come in.
Hello. I'm the wake-up party, it seems. You guys are Avery, Ajax, and Cy?
Yep.
My name is Cooper. I am going to be your driver tonight. I believe that we can leave within the next half an hour. So if you guys want to get all of your equipment ready, I'll meet you down by the same vehicle that we arrived in, I should say. So he walks back out and probably going to the car or wherever. You'd assume he would be.
Pretty much right, or grab my gear right to the car.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay.
Yep, same here.
Okay. You guys grab all your gear and start walking towards the car. Looks like Meng is carrying the most stuff. He's got a few backpacks. I shouldn't say a few. One big backpack and a tote with like a bunch of computer equipment and stuff in it. The thing to remember too, and visualize this, is in this futuristic cyberpunk universe of 2020. Obviously, in our world, 4 years from now, in our 2020, the world isn't going to look like this. But this is a visualization or an imaginary version of what 2020 looked like in the 80s. So our future is more tech, and I shouldn't say this future in cyberpunk is very tech orientated. Augmentations. Each of you guys have eye implants. Implants in your eyes that give you visuals of certain things. So don't forget about that. When you're looking at, when Dave mentioned he has a map for you, it was because it was jacked into your eye. Like you can see where to go, certain things. Just like, you know, and I kind of explained this last week, but Meng, maybe you didn't know about this, but like you guys have abilities to see where to go, and like you see like statistics and advertisements and really interesting things like through your eyeballs without having to have any kind of Google glasses or anything over it. But the techie hard drives and the computer and stuff that you have, they're more like late 90s tech. Like the laptops are old and big and clunky, and the connections that you have, the wireless is not yet perfected in this world. Not quite perfected, I should say. Like satellite wireless is, but not necessarily in the same way that you're thinking. So you have to like hack into things physically a lot of times, and that's even using like connections or USB ports on your body into computers to hack into them. It's very interesting, but the more you read up on it, it's pretty clever the way they did it. In the original Cyberpunk 2020 book that I have, let me think here. You were asking me about which version of this was. This is version 2. So I have version 2, Tony.
Okay.
This book was published in 1990, but they constantly talk about like the software and stuff that is being used, or the computers, the tech and stuff. It's like it has 500 megabytes of power, like 500 megabytes of space. Like it's so funny.
I'm picturing a future that's like after the movie Hackers.
Pretty much, yep. We'll just kind of go over a little bit of like what's happened over the last 10 years. Just a quick like the things dark and near in Cyberpunk. While you guys are getting comfy in the car and the driver is about to get going, Cooper. 2010 was the end of the Second Central American Conflict. Network 54 now controls 62% of all media broadcasting in the United States. Food riots in Denver kill 52. So food is becoming hard to get in Denver. 2011, Crystal Palace is completed. ESA now has a permanent hold in high orbit zone, and the ESA Soviet Union reaches Mars. So in 2011, the Soviet Union has reached Mars. 2012, the bioplague kills 1,700 people in Chicago. A concert riot in Night City kills 18, wounds 51 in Arasaka complex gutted. In 2013, Netwatch established by joint U.S. Eurotheater Treaty. Also the first true artificial intelligence developed at Microtech's Sunnyvale, California facility. 2014 was IG Transformations redesigned the net. Metal Wars begins in the Night City as gangs battle for turf. 2015 was the rise of cyber mercenaries. Lithuania hires cyber soldiers to repel invasions by Latvian nationals. 2016, the third corporate war is fought in the net as rival corps attack each other's data fortresses. 2017, first self-aware human clones were created. 2018, brushfire wars erupt in Eastern Europe, and the ESA mission launched to Jupiter. 2018, orbital colony revolt at L3, and then 2020, today. So there's obviously a lot more that's happened since, well, 1990, the future history. It's interesting reading about it, though. It's kind of crazy how fast things, how much faster they assume things would happen, or at least in this, romantic version of the world. So, you guys hop into the BMW McConnell Douglas AV7, and you start to drive to where you need to go. Let's see here. I'll use this picture for now. You're driving through town. It's starting to rain out. A little bit of thunder and lightning out. And you guys are driving on the way there. Takes a few moments to get there. Let's see here. While you're in the car, you hear Cooper's cell phone slash mobile phone, a car phone go off, and he grabs it, and he's talking very, very quietly. Any of you guys take like human perception? Any kind of perception or
Awareness, notice.
Okay, that's a good one. Matt, can you roll a d20? And anybody else that wants to try to notice something?
I got a 17 on the dice.
And what is your plus in that?
+1.
Nice.
I got a 20.
Holy crap.
I got neither of those.
Okay.
I can show you that 20.
I believe you, I believe you. Okay.
Actually, I got a 25 on the dice.
Right.
A nat 20, that's what I got.
Wow, okay, Meng and Matt, you guys can overhear him talking, and he basically talks about being near to the place, and he kind of describes each of you guys, the three of you, gives you a little bit of, gives whoever's on the phone a little bit of background of what you guys look like a little bit, which you can see in these pictures here. And then says, okay, we'll see you at 3. That's about it. So, you guys pull up to the building. I shouldn't say pull up to the building. You pull up about half a block away from the building. Cooper expresses his best wishes to you. He says, good luck, you guys. I appreciate you doing this. It's for a good cause. And he says, good luck. The building's right over there, and door 13 is to the east side of the building. So, door slides open. How do you proceed?
So I guess I just climb out and say, you know, just make sure you have our money when we get back.
Oh, of course, sir.
And I
Matter-
start walking down.
Okay. How do you walk? Where are you walking? Like, I'll give you a description of this area. It's not, I wouldn't say it's bustling, but you see one or two homeless people sitting on the side. You see a couple people walking through very quickly, trying not to cause any problems, hooded figures. There's no cars right now up and down this area, but it's not exactly dead and not exactly the most busy. Plenty of spots to hide shadows-wise on each side of the street. There's sidewalks on each side of the street, and you can see the building in front of you. It looks like it's about 20 stories tall. And it says Ricochet in bold letters on the top.
I'm kind of just sticking to alleys and things like that. Head down, hands in pockets type of stuff, trying to not draw any attention.
Okay.
I get out of the vehicle too. Walk very nonchalantly towards the target location.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, I too walk out of the car. So I walk by towards the nearest homeless man and sit next to him. We blend in with the crowd, so.
Okay. It is about 2:50 right now. The guy that you sat down next to says, "Good evening, Cy." And he kind of reaches over and he he puts his hand out and he's got something in his hand. And he says, "Here, take this."
Okay.
Looks like what you would consider like a pen drive, but he calls it a cred stick. He says, "Use this for later."
Pleasure doing business with you.
As always, Cy. As always. Okay, so you guys start heading towards the building. Like it was only a half of block, so say it's 2:55 now, and you're right at the base of the building. I wouldn't say you're like standing next to it or anything like that, but if you took 5 steps in front of you, you would run into the wall of the building.
So I guess the first thing we gotta do is figure out what where door 13 is.
Okay.
Did you say we're gonna have to climb up this building?
256.
Seems like I have to scale this building up to the 4th floor.
Well, we're going to be able to work that from inside, so.
$257.
Now, do we have to? Are we trying to get in from the outside or from the inside?
I can't
I
tell
am
you.
going to
You guys are on your own now.
Oh.
Are you asking each other?
I am going to.
I'll say we walk in through door 13 after Blake props it open. We start moving up from there.
Yep.
So I'd like to believe we found door 13 by now.
Yes, you guys find it is 258. How are you looking? I mean, are you going to just... There are cameras everywhere on the walls, pointed at every door. Can you guys roll... Let's see. How about hide evade under intelligence?
Hot damn, I have a skill point in that.
All right. Can you guys each roll a d20?
Oh, hey, I have one in there too. I really wish that point would help.
You can't have done worse than me, though.
I got a 3.
I beat you. 2!
Wait. With your bonuses, you got a 3 and a 2?
I only have 1 point in hide.
Oh, well, then
So
in
do
that case, if you're counting bonus, then I got 3.
Ah, we're tied.
Damn it!
Meng, what did you get?
I got a 5.
On a 20?
Yes, on a 20, I got a 5.
Okay, so at about 2:59, the door 13 opens, and a guy comes out with flashlights, and he points it right at you guys and says, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
Smoking.
Okay, get your ass over here right now. All of you. Is there 3 of you? Is it all 3 of you or what?
Yeah, it's all of us. Get the door open.
Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Okay, you guys all get inside. He slams the door behind you. He's like, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?" Dave told me he got 3 really, really, really highly sought after henchmen, basically. He doesn't say henchmen, but he says another word that you're not familiar with. And he gives me you 3 chuckle knucks? Are you kidding me? I had to turn seven cameras off at this very moment because you guys were walking right into it. And he looks right at Matt's character. So he looks right at Avery, and he says, "You fell down? You tripped over your own feet? I get it, it's raining, but give me a break, you guys."
See, did I take that skill point what I want to do?
I don't think we should do this tonight. I think you guys should get out of here. This is not going to end up well.
I think first step, I'm just going to pull my pistol out of... I just assume I'm wearing like a trench coat or something. Pull it out, put it up right next to him, and just say, we're doing this now. You're going to shut up, and we're going to get this over with so I never have to see you again.
Puts up his hands and he says, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! This is not the way to do this. Look, look, look. Fine. It's your skin. It's your skin if this doesn't work out well.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Now shut up." And I go ahead and holster again.
He reaches out. He has his looks like it's a gauntlet very similar to what you guys have. He pushes a button near his wrist area, and all three of your gauntlets glow for a second. And he says, "Okay, the map to where you need to go is on your system. It is in your hands right now. You know where to go. Just bring it up in your eye augmentations." Basically, he points down a corridor or hallway. You go down 3 hallways, and the fourth... I shouldn't say 3 hallways. You keep going down the same hallway until you get to the 4th intersection. You take a left, and you go in that direction for about 35 feet, and there's a set of elevators there. To the left of the elevators are steps. Use the steps, go up to the 4th floor, and then when you get into that area, it's basically a big open balcony area. The door from the steps will open, and it's a very large balcony. You're going to have to use some pretty good acrobats to get off of the balcony and onto the motherboards and the server system. That's where Meng is going to have to hack into it. So, seems pretty cut and dry. Shouldn't be anything too crazy, but that's the direction you guys need to go. And right now it's about 3:05 after the little bit of threatenings with the gun and the yelling back and forth. And he walks off. You don't see him again. He was a blonde-looking techie guy. He had sunglasses on. Nothing too special about him. Blonde, spiky hair. Definitely looked like he's a mid-40s rocker from the 80s. Well, mid-50s rocker from the 80s.
So if it looks like Axl Rose, I don't feel that bad about what I did.
All right.
Well, I think we just start making our way, take the stairs. Kind of taking it slow, taking it steady, watching for any guards.
Okay.
I don't know if we need to do anything fancier than that.
Okay. So, you guys start heading up those stairs then. While you guys are walking that area, I want you to give me a roll for... I know it takes me a while to find this stuff, but I'm slow. I'm slow. Just give me a D20 roll with and your luck. You have a luck. Whatever your what is your luck? What is your numbers for luck? And then give me your 20, and then tell me what your luck, what your number is for luck. That's what I want you to do.
Okay.
14 total.
No. Give me what your roll was, and then tell me what your luck is.
11 on the dice and 3 in luck.
Okay.
14 on the dice, 5 in luck.
Okay.
I have an 8 on the dice and 5 for luck.
All right. So you guys make it through. You get to the door of the stairs, and you see that it's 4 flights up, and you start walking the stairs as quietly as you can. I'd like to take this moment while they're climbing the stairs, because 4 flights can take a good half a minute. Thank you again for checking us out this week on the Game Hump. We're doing this role-playing session in Cyberpunk universe. It's fun. and exciting, and I think it's a hit so far. Having fun playing this, and you can check us out on Gamehuggers. Check us out on Facebook. Just search for Gamehuggers. Check us out on YouTube. Again, search for Gamehuggers. We do videos every week, and we're always doing these videos Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. You can also check our downloadables for these episodes, which are audio only, so no visuals. But the audio only episodes are really, really good too. And those are also on TuneIn and Podomatic. Check those out. You can download them that way. You can listen to them streaming live on your device on TuneIn. And also, if you have any advice or you want to talk to me or you want to give me ideas for the episode or you want to criticize me, whatever, follow me on Twitter at _Joshua Turbo. Don't forget the underscore, as it is the most important underscore in all of the internet. All right, so who is the first one that hits the door? Who's leading the stairs romp up the steps?
I don't want to
am
throw it
at the end of the group.
I think we throw Avery in front since he's packing the heavy weapons.
Fun.
All right. No nonsense, Avery. He's in front. So when you get to the very top of the stairs, you see a very small little rectangle, a long rectangle door, long rectangle window by the door handle. And when you're walking up there, you get to the top and you see a flashlight walking from the right to the left, and it's a person that walks by the door, flashes it right into the doorway, and then keeps walking and goes back that way. Matt, you're the only one that saw this.
So if the light hit right, he could have seen us, or I just noticed that somebody's in there.
You just noticed somebody's in there.
I whisper to the guy behind me that somebody's in there.
Okay. So I think we need to hide first of all and get out of the sight of this guy.
Okay, you're still in the stairwell.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like he's in the same room with you or anything like that. He walked past you. I shouldn't say walked past you. He's
walked past in the hallway outside.
He's on the balcony in the hallway outside. Yes. But when you look out the window, if you guys all gather up by the door, Meng, when you look out that window on the door, you see a big, huge mainframe that goes out. You know, it looks like a mile of different tech and different computers, and through your eye augmentation, you can kind of see where certain things and certain connections need to be made, and you're kind of getting an idea, mapping it out in your head of where you need to climb to in there. But it's an interesting climb from the balcony to there, so you're gonna have to figure out a way to get to it. But I'd say now it's probably been about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes since you've seen that guard walk past.
So we either sneak past him or we knock him out. What's it going to be?
Considering our previous issue with the camera, I think it's best if we don't get caught or even noticed.
Or I can just tase him.
It's up to you guys.
Well, staying inconspicuous and not alerting anybody to the fact that somebody was here at all would probably be the best way to go.
I'd agree. We'll stick to the taser in case things go foobar, but...
All right, then.
Who opens the door?
I will, since I'm in front of it.
Okay. Matt opens the door. It seems like it's a pretty silent door. Doesn't do anything crazy. I won't make you roll anything because I don't want you to actually break the door in half while you're trying to open it. But so Matt successfully opens the door. As you step out into the balcony area, it does not look like there's anyone around. You can't see any flashes of light or anything from any flashlights or anything. So it seems to you that the person that was doing their rounds is now gone and is somewhere else in the building. As you walk towards the balcony, it's got a nice little rail there. It's about waist high, and you look down, and there's 4 stories down, straight down onto very hard cement flooring down there. from the first floor, and you see a giant assembling of computers and mainframe and things that you need to build on, or things that you need to climb to get into a system. Every time you try to like wirelessly connect to somewhere in this building, it's being blocked by a very powerful firewall. So Meng, you've got an idea right now that you really need to climb a good 20-25 feet onto this big giant stack of wires and machinery to jack physically into this system to hack into to get the data that you need. It's about a 5-foot gap from where the balcony is to where the mainframe starts.
How's your jumping skill? Sigh.
Haha. Let's see. What should I do,
I don't know if I should give you guys any advice. But just so you know, it's about 3:30 now, so you guys have been in there for almost a half an hour.
Well, we need to get him hooked into that mainframe.
Yep.
How comfortable do you feel with leaping?
5
leap of faith. Huh?
5 feet. It'd be a
5 feet.
5-foot jump.
All right then. I ain't getting paid for risking my life or anything. So let's jump this sucker.
All right. So it isn't like it's exactly a straight jump either. I'd say that this tech that you're trying, this cyber tech that you're trying to jump onto, is probably about 3 or 4 feet lower, and it's about 5 feet across to get to it. So there's a nice landing spot that you can picture with your head. What is Avery and Ajax going to be doing at this moment in time?
So the balcony's just open, right?
That you're on?
Yeah.
Currently, you mean as of other people?
Basically, what I want to know is if that guard comes back, are we just hidden inside a room, basically, or is it...
The balcony is wide open. The only door that there is, other than if you walked across and you walked around the balcony of whatever this big area is, there might be other hallways that go in and stuff down about another 40-50 feet or whatever, but right now you're in an open balcony area, you're looking at this big machine that you need to jump to, and behind you is a door to the stairs.
Our best bet is to go with them. So we don't
Yeah,
get
we
sick.
can't leave him sitting out there.
So running jump it is.
Okay. And while these two are talking to each other, Meng, you start to do a running jump. Can I get a D20? And I'd like you to give me what your reflex total is. So you don't have to add them together. Just roll and then tell me what your reflexes are.
All three of us?
Yeah,
Just Meng.
I got 15, and my reflex is 9.
Okay. Ooh. So, when you do take the jump, and you do have bags on your back, so you do take a penalty on that. Your gauntlets kind of help a little bit, though, with cooling you down and calming you down before you take the big jump. But because you left the bags on your back, you take a decent negative there. You take the jump, and you just barely make it across. Your stomach and your chest hit the edge, and your hands grab, but your legs are now dangling. Your bags are still attached to you, but your legs are dangling, and they made a humongous loud noise. Let me check something real quick. And Avery and Ajax, you see flashlights. coming from around the corner where the guard was walking to before, and some talking. Like, what was that?
We better quick help him and get ourselves hidden.
Sounds like a plan. So I guess we're both taking a leap off that?
I think that's our only choice.
Alright.
You guys go to jump?
We're going to go jump, pull him up, and at least duck behind something.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I just need the same from you then. I need a d20 and then tell me what your reflexes are.
Got a 1 on the dice. And I have a 10 reflex.
Did you drop any of your items, or are you still holding your gun on your back and all that stuff?
I don't want to leave evidence, so yes, it's all with me.
Okay, so Matt's character basically biffs it on the railing, not necessarily nutting himself or anything, but knocking the wind out of himself, and he just falls back onto the balcony. Like he tried to jump, hit the balcony, and fell back onto the balcony.
Alright. And I didn't fare much better. I threw a 5, but my reflex is 11.
Okay. Well, Tony, you do jump, and you end up landing in the exact same predicament that Meng is in, with your stomach and your arms catching the edge, and now your feet are dangling as well. Lots of noise, and now the guards are running towards you guys.
You know how many guards there are?
Matt, you're laying on the ground, you look over, and you see 2 guards with flashlights running, yelling, "Oh, what the hell are you guys doing in here? What's going on? What the hell? What the heck?"
I pull out my rifle and aim for their heads.
Alright, they pull their weapons out as well and take fire at you. Roll initiative, Matt. That'd be a d20.
Hopefully this is good. Do you want the separate numbers?
Yes, tell me your separate numbers. Well, actually, you can add them. Your initiative is what we'll add to it.
20 then.
Okay. So you see them pulling guns on each other. You, Tony and Meng, you both look over. Can you guys roll another d20 and see if you can maybe pull yourselves up? Basically, it'll just be your...
I roll 17.
Okay, Meng, you pull yourself up.
And I threw a 10.
All right, Tony, you start to get yourself up, but a little bit slower than Meng. But Meng had been hanging there longer, so it made sense that he got up first. So he is on his knees, and Tony, you're on your stomach just rolling over. Matt, you get the first action here. What do you do?
I take aim at the closest guard and shoot at his head.
All right, Matt, can you roll another d20?
Do I add anything to this?
Just the 2 from your gauntlet. Since you're kind of prone right now, you have the wind knocked out of you, and you're on your knees. I'm not gonna let you add any like endurance or strength or anything.
What about the +1 for rifle I have?
Sure, that's a weaponry bonus, so yes.
I need different dice.
I say that's why I fired mine. It's already begun.
You aimed at his head?
Yeah. So 3 on the dice, +1 for the rifle, and +2 for the gauntlet.
Okay, Matt, that's a miss, but it does startle them. It doesn't look like they've had a whole lot of experience with that. So one of them panics and stops moving towards you and grabs his comm unit and calls for backup, saying, "We've got a situation up here on the balcony. We need backup right away." And the other guy does pull his gun out and takes aim at you. And what is your armor SP?
20.
Okay, he misses. He shoots and grazes off of the edge of the balcony, and he's shaking, just staring at you like, "Don't move, dirtbag!" Alright, and at this time, Tony, you probably make it to your feet from across the balcony, or across the way. Meng, you are on your feet. You're not engaged in combat currently. The guy with the gun is pointed at Matt's character on the balcony, and they haven't even really looked over at you two yet, so...
But I can see them and take a shot, right?
Absolutely,
I
yes.
sneak behind them.
Sneak behind who?
The guy that has his back towards turns against me.
Well, no,
No,
we jumped off the balcony.
You guys aren't on the balcony, Meng.
Yes. Oh.
You're on the mainframe. Your character looks back, and you're about 20 feet away from where you need to be.
Basically, I stand between you guys and the guards.
No, you guys are like 5-6 feet apart from each other. The guards are just on the balcony with you, Matt. They're not on the balcony.
They see you. They don't see me and Meng yet. So
Okay.
So if Meng wants to make his way to the...
So I'm like, since Avery is keeping them occupied, I quickly head towards the mainframe.
Okay. Meng, if you can roll another D20, and we will add your reflexes to that roll. Did you take any?
20.
Oh, you did? Did you add anything
Yeah.
like dodge and escape or any kind of reflexes stats down below? Like stealth? I should have had.
I have stealth, hide, evade.
Okay, perfect. So you, in the next 35 seconds, I'd say it takes you to get to where you need to be. And you're at the computer.
Okay.
You pull out your laptop out of the bag you had. You start hooking everything up, and you're going to town. Like, you are preoccupied. When you were testing yourself earlier on a similar code, it was taking you about 4 minutes to get this information. So it all looks very familiar to you, and you're going to town. Tony, you're standing up, and Meng has taken off towards the computer.
All right. Is there anywhere around me that I can use as cover?
Yes, there's lots of places you could duck down into, but you don't know necessarily where the bottom of it is. So if you slide down into something, it might be you hanging there again.
I just wonder if there was anything up top, like different raised things. If that's not going to work, then I'm just going to stand where I'm at and take a pot shot at any of the guards I can see.
Yep. The one that has his gun that took a shot at Matt's character is the closest to you.
Then he's the one I'm gunning for.
Okay. Is it going to be lethal or non-lethal, or how are you doing it?
I'll go for lethal.
All right. So you're probably trying to take a headshot then.
Yeah.
Okay. My character is wide open to you.
Yeah, this isn't going to go so well. 6 on the die. I got a 1 in handgun.
And 2 from the gauntlets.
2 from the gauntlets.
So
anything else you want to throw in there?
Well, he is prone, so he has a couple negatives. I think you just grazed him, but in the head, that's pretty much all you need to knock him out. He doesn't. I don't think you've shot in, or you got a lot of skill as far as shooting with your work in the police force. You know that you don't think that was lethal damage, but he's definitely out on the ground bleeding from his ear. So you did bad. You did good, but you did something bad. All right, and that comes around to Matt again. Matt, you're on the ground. You have a chance to get up, stand up, movement. What are you thinking?
The first guard, the guard I shot at is down now.
Correct.
I'll aim at the other one.
Okay. Whereabouts?
His head.
Okay. You roll your d20 plus any weapon bonuses that you want now that you're standing and you have the ability to aim properly.
I need a different dice.
Oh, this is going bad.
I got a 5 total.
I thought these guys were skilled.
So what did you roll, a 1?
I rolled a 2.
Okay. So you didn't.
Plus my 1 in rifle. Plus the 2 from the gauntlets.
All right. Okay, you shoot it, and it's about 7 or 8 feet above him, ricochets off the ceiling. He is grabbing his comm unit and sprinting away from you. Like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. He is run away around the corner. While he is sprinting, he got about 15 feet back. Meng, you are continuing to hack into the system. Tony, your character notices what happened. You're sighing to yourself how terrible Avery's aim is, and you have a chance for an action.
Because I can't really get back right now. I don't think there's much else I can do unless I can see the other guy.
You can see the guy running. He's about 15 feet away.
Then that's enough for another shot at him.
Yep.
Let's try it. And I threw the exact same thing again.
Okay, well, it ricochets off the ceiling, almost the exact same spot that Matt got, which is pretty impressive, honestly. And he is sprinting now and crapping his pants, and by the time you guys have an action ready again, he is gone, and you guys are outside of a conflict. At this point in time, tell me what you're doing.
Is the door? Is there any way to close that door and keep it locked?
What door?
The one from on the balcony. The one that they were coming down.
I think that they were just running around the open area.
They came around a corner. You have no idea where they came from.
Oh, I thought they came through the door for some reason.
What door? The door from the stairs?
Yeah, I was thinking that for some reason.
That would have been right behind you. No, that's not where they came from. They came from around the corner.
I tell Cy to hurry up.
Oh, that helps. That's awesome.
That's all I got.
He ignores you. He actually put his headphones on because he heard the gunshots and needed to concentrate. So he is focused on what he is doing. And let's take a look at. There he is. And how high is he up there? Whoa! Look at that. It's pretty scary. That's kind of like what you guys are standing on right now. Or I shouldn't say you. Tony, your character, Ajax, is standing on stuff like this.
Standing on what?
Do you see the picture? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I will share again. Entire screen, share. Sorry, that.
Ah, wow.
Yep. It's very interesting, intricate pieces of equipment stacked up. I mean, it looks like a server room from hell. It's 4 stories tall. So whatever information they have in the system is very a lot. I mean, every square inch of this is like terabytes of data, so it's kind of crazy.
You mean gigabytes of data, right?
Oh, I mean megabytes of data. Sorry. There's probably like 100 terabytes of data in this whole building. That's more than anyone could ever even possibly imagine. Okay, so Ajax, what are you doing?
I've got nothing. I mean, I'm just going to keep a lookout for any more guards. I mean, at this point, it's all Psy show anyway.
All right. Avery, anything from you?
I'm gonna make sure my gun's all right because my aim's usually not that bad.
All right. So 3 minutes go by. Meng takes his earplugs or earphones out and says, "We got it." slaps his laptop shut, throws it in the bag, starts to unhook all of his wires, throw that in the bag, and starts to do the balancing act of walking over pipes and other pieces and other equipment back over to where Ajax is standing. And you have the balcony in front of you. It's about 5 feet away, with 3 or 4 feet-ish up from you. So that balcony railing is a little bit more of a difficult jump to get back. But if you're panicking a little bit about that, can you give me a roll for human perception? Meng and Tony.
Yeah, that's not going to get me anywhere. I just threw a 3.
Wow.
I got it. 14.
Okay, Meng, you notice about 20 feet to your left that there's a ladder that goes down.
Ooh. There seems to be a ladder. So, do I see where the ladder goes down into?
Yep, it looks like it goes straight down, sort of like a fire escape. It looks like it goes down to whatever floor is down there, probably the first floor.
Okay. Hey, Ajax, there seems to be a ladder there. Let's get it open and drop it down.
Works for me.
Okay, Avery, what are you doing?
Do I see them?
Yes, they're 5 feet in front of you.
Well, I mean, like, do I see what the ladder they... Oh, I assume I already know.
You heard them talking, yes.
Yeah. I head for the ladder.
You're gonna have to jump across to get to it.
All right.
You're going to jump across?
Yep.
Hey, wait. You want to throw your weapons and everything over here first?
Sure. I'll toss my weapons over to Ajax and my backpack of gear over to Cy.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, in case you don't make it, we at least have your stuff.
All right, Matt, give me a reflex athletics and a d20.
Is there an athletics?
There is.
Oh, hey, there's an athletics.
What do you have in athletics?
Nothing.
Okay, then give me a d20.
I'm just supposed to be the tech guy. Ooh. Does the gauntlet help at all?
Yeah, you get a +2.
Awesome, I have a 20.
Oh, nice. So Matt couldn't hit anything with his gun when he was trying to shoot earlier, but that guy flies over like a gazelle. It looks like amazing. He leaps up, 1 foot taps off the railing, and just floats over Meng and Tony's characters and lands perfectly on his feet and looks at you two and says,
Hardcore.
all right, so now you're over there as well. And you didn't make a sound. It was like an angelic leap.
Oh my god. I just have to complain to Dave about what his people did to my gun. That's obviously what's wrong.
All right.
So we climb down?
Yeah.
All right. So who's going down first?
I guess I'll take lead on this one.
I get my gun from him before he does.
All right. So, Tony, Ajax starts going down the ladder. Meng comes down next, right? In the middle? Okay. I'd say you get down what looks to be about a floor and a half. It feels like about 15 feet down. And you start to hear yelling down there saying, rah, 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 they're over here. Wela bada. "Oh, they jacked into the system, blah, 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 blah." And there are flashlights and laser pointers and rifles attached to men running in. And I would say, just giving a quick head count, you see about 8 people on the first floor running around with the flashlights pointed towards everywhere, looking all over the place.
I still have my armaments from last week, right?
Your armor?
Armaments. Weapons.
Yep, you do.
I pull a pin out of one of my grenades and drop it.
That happens. Did Avery, Ajax, Psy, he just dropped a grenade?
I'm gonna hold back as he just sit there and as he throws a grenade.
All right, so he throws a grenade.
He drops it, or does he throw it away?
I throw it towards the people down at the bottom.
Give me a 20. Give me a roll of 20 again. I just want to.
Anything I
You're
add
going
to
to make
it?
them come to us?
Well, you're on top, Matt. So you're like just getting on the ladder. You look down and you drop a grenade towards people that are pretty much directly below you. I wouldn't say they're directly below you.
Why
but
in the hell would you do that?
that's the proper reaction. Thank you, Meng.
To clear the path.
Oh my God.
So,
All right.
1.
You rolled a 1.
Yep.
The grenade comes down. Meng yells, "Why the hell would you do that?" As it's landing, you see it go down. 4th floor, 3rd floor, 2nd floor. Each time it goes down a floor, you see it beep on, beep off, beep on, beep off. A couple guards look up. They yell out, "Oh shit!" Explosion. A mighty explosion. And the 3 of your characters, that is the last thing you see. Remember or anything.
That was a fun game.
That was a fun game.
Wow.
Well, there it goes.
But hey, they didn't catch us.
Grenade damage,
Wait.
explosion. The mainframe probably blew too. I would say, being generous, you each took 500 points of damage.
Can I kick the grenade?
Can you kick the grenade? So just take you guys out? I think that place was very, very flammable. Ah,
Kill the company, man.
damn. So the obituary would read.
Here lies Avery. What the hell, dude? Just what the hell?
Damn. There's more to this. Believe it or not. Ah.
Welcome to CyberPunk.
Hide behind the pile of bards. All right, so that was your adventure. Look, really.
Oops.
I have the adventure. This is how far you guys got. Was here. I wanted to do this too, but that's fine because it gives us something to do another time, perhaps. But unfortunately, Avery, Ajax, and our good friend Psy have passed away. Dave's retribution on the company. It's bittersweet because he saw the building completely collapse on itself, burning down. But at the same time, he did not get the information he needed to completely take down some of the head honchos at this company that are sitting at home and collecting the insurance money. But overall, we had a fun little cyberpunk adventure. I'm sorry you guys didn't live. And I know a lot of DMs and GMs that really try to kill their party members. I can honestly say I was not trying to kill any of you.
No, that Dice was the real MVP on that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, of all things, I mean, if you hadn't fumbled, it might have been okay. But a 1 on a grenade that you're dropping basically right past your teammates. I mean, it would have been funny had you dropped it and it would like landed on a ladder step or something, and you just blew you guys up. It had to be something epic. But thank you guys for playing. Thank you for watching. If anybody out there had actually listened to this entire episode, it was a lot of fun to do. We'll probably come back and do this again. I'll have to revamp some things and have them maybe get Matt some new dice. Matt, you're going to Gen Con. Gen Con is exactly 14 days away. I hope you do purchase some new D20s so that we can play Cyberpunk and hopefully you won't kill your entire party again.
If not, we will be soon starting the GoFundMe page for buy Matt some new dice to quit killing the Party Foundation.
But anyway, thank you to everybody for listening. Again, check us out on TuneIn, Podomatic. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on YouTube where we're streaming this one live. And also, if you got any requests or information for me, criticisms, praise, advice, anything, I don't care what it is. Hit me up on Twitter @_Joshua Turbo. Don't forget the underscore, as it is the most important underscore in all of the internet. Thanks again, guys. Keep on gaming.
Don't let Matt roll dice.
Damn it, Matt!
Ever. Worst idea ever.
Why?
All right, see you later.